iQ4. We're going to go through a short tutorial today on the functionality of the product. And just as a high level, iQ4's focus is on student employability and the ability for students to create their digital profiles focused on skills, and the opportunity for employers to find students based on those skills and engage in virtual projects. Our goal is to close the gap between students and employers so that students get to learn in real time what the skills are that they need upon graduation to get a job. So we start with signing in. iQ4 is a fully secured site and works with single sign-on and is focused on not just securing the membership, but the groups and projects and information that is shared in the site. Okay, so you can see this is a live site because for some reason it didn't accept my first. I probably can't type and talk at the same time. So here we go. So there's a landing page initially when you come onto iQ4 with a lot of functionality, groups and projects at the top. Each one of these selected items, work items, also has full functionality within each of these tabs. And I'll go through that in a moment. But let's start with a profile. So upper right hand side, you have the silhouette. You come to the profiling, the digital profiling area of iQ4, and you can see there's quite a lot of information that could be captured. There are a few very important tabs here. The General tab, the Education, Experience and Skills tab, and then the My Resource tab. The My Resource is important because this allows you to download your resume or any kind of work product that you may have that you feel is very important for someone who is looking to get a better understanding of the full capability that you can bring to the table in terms of your skills. There is an Import LinkedIn button on the left side, which will import automatically all your LinkedIn information. I've already done that, but that is, it takes seconds to download. You can see there is basic information here to capture your emails, if you would like to receive a text, who your carrier would be. So you could go through here and basically fill out your basic profile. Second is education. In the education module, it's important to make sure that you fill in the information regarding your status and any activity or additional notes, as iQ4 will search any of this information for employers. Experience is the same type of thing. Please make sure that when you're adding in your experience that either the title that you had or the type of company or industry that you worked in is captured. Now we go to skills. This is probably the most important piece of the profile. And the reason why it's important is because when employers search for you, they're searching specifically on your skills, not even your categories. You can see here we have computer science category, media and arts, basic skills. But then if you look at the physical skills themselves, active listening, critical thinking, Java, HTML5, web design, these skills are what actually is searched by the employer. And also, as you could see in some of these selected skills, there will be proficiency levels that we would ask that you are accurate with the type of level of proficiency that you are at and the number of years that you've been working on this. You can remove a skill if you'd like. So I will go away. I'm trying to select here. I'll just remove electrical engineering. It's as simple as that. If you do not want to go through all the categories that we have, as you can see on the left, you can select some specific skills. We could put in here research, for example, if you happen to be good in online research, and you can look down and find online research and select online research. or real estate, if that happens to be a key skill of yours. And then upon completion, you can select these skills and then move on to making sure that you save the skills, and then move on to the other tabs that are located here in the profile. Certifications or any kind of training that you may have taken and that you'd like to add certification, the date of issuance, etc. Publications is very similar. Patents, a lot of students like this because it gives them an opportunity to qualify and to document the patent work that they've been involved in. And then languages, pretty straightforward. Any additional information, especially associations that you may be a part of, specialties, honors that you may have received, special interests that that really turn you on and that really motivates you and inspires you. And then the My Resources part. And this is as simple to upload as any type of document upload process that you've done in the past. So here I'm just going to go in and look for something on iQ4, and let's see here, we can go to Dines, we'll go to Spanish, I'll save that document, and that's it. It's as easy as basically 1, 2, 3, and the My Resource section. And this is a very important section because it allows you to upload different documents, whether they're papers you've written or your resume, so that when an employer finds you and they look through your digital profile, they can also take a look at any document you feel is relative and important that represents the background that you want to be able to get across to that employer while they're doing the search on you. So it's very simple to use. You can go into Documents, select the document, save the document, and that's it. So the last tab is on Work Preferences. And here you can see you can actually decide on the preferences that you would prefer in terms of employers looking for you. So here we've selected yes, I'm interested in an internship or job, or you could say at this point I'm not. I'm working or I'm doing something else at the time. Whether this is a paid or unpaid internship or a full-time job or a part-time job. So these are all the variables that you can select, and then you would be searched based on those criteria. And then when you're done, you save the changes, and then you can go back and now you can view your entire profile. And this profile, this digital profile, is accessible anywhere in iQ4. And you can, once you have found a candidate, you could select that candidate and see all the experiences. Looks like I have maybe too many experiences, and skills and other information. And you can see at the bottom the resources. We added the English essay. And then if you'd like, you could send a message, an email to this individual, letting them know you'd like to get in touch with them or you're interested in maybe hiring them. And so that's the brief overview of the profile. What else can you do with iQ4? Members of the group, this is your communication environment. So you could communicate with any of these members, whether it's online chat. You could see here on the right side. You could select everyone, or you could select individuals. And you can send them an email or an SMS, create a group chat. So this is your communication area. To create a group, except within group, you don't have dates in terms of like projects where you've got due dates on special tasks. And And in the group area, we've also added in the ability to do subgroups. So here you could see that data scoping is a subgroup to a larger group. And that means that there's a lot of relevant information in the data scoping group that's subgrouped underneath the global reference data. So we'd like to start a discussion. It's as simple as starting a new discussion. We're going to talk about iQ4 profiling and job requirement. And that's it. You've started your discussion. Would like all information on new jobs. You can attach a document if you'd like. You do not need to add a tag. The system will index the search. It will also do a search based on the skills and the attributes. And now I've published my first discussion. From here on, you can reply to this discussion if you can spell correctly. And again, full functionality that you would normally be used to in an email format, where you can attach images or links or resources or anything else that's appropriate for this particular discussion thread. You can edit the discussion thread and change any discussion that you've authorized. That is a discussion within this particular group. You can see the group is NYU Poly. In addition, you can add resources. And you can actually add resources here. And in this case, I'm just going to enter in a resource. Oops, description is required. I'll publish the resource, and we're done. Or you may actually, let's say here, in a discussion thread, add a new resource. And in here, let's see, is that selectable? Let's see if this will publish this particular resource. Yep. So now what I've done is I've published a new resource here within a discussion thread. And you can imagine hundreds and thousands of discussions. What iQ4 will do is also capture any resource, whether the resource was added in a discussion thread, an application, assignments, lesson plan tasks, and it will centralize and capture those different resources here, so that for that group, you have one place to look for anything that had been added on during discussions that's relative to that topic.